one of the most critical allies in the world for the United States that also upholds the system, not just of free trade, but of democratic values, is the nation of Israel. You cannot look at the Middle East if you are the Chinese Communist Party and calculate your interests without finding a way to eject American influence from that region. And the same is true, of course, for the Indo-Pacific and for Western Europe. But in the Middle East, this really comes down to Israel. And it is no accident that within the past 4 years, before Operation Midnight Hammer, the mullahs in Tehran came to Beijing begging them for a financial economic lifeline because they were struggling from the sanctions of the first Trump administration. So Iran and what it means to China is more than just it's more than just common like-minded dictatorships aligning together. They both in some ways want what each other wants. Iran talks about the little Satan and the great Satan, Israel and the United States. China certainly has a similar view of America. And to the extent that they can foment ideas like anti-Semitism to drive a wedge, not just internally inside of the United States and our domestic politics of how we view our allies, but even the willingness of policymakers to stand with the core alliances that make the liberal democratic system of stability that we have upheld for so long function, it makes sense for them to do that. But strategically, they're trying to whittle away at the patchwork of alliances that the United States has maintained for decades. And Israel is at the crux of it, and anti-Semitism is a strategic thing for the party to foment to get at that primary issue of American leadership and power.